worthy of an FIA World Championship event. Here he comes. For Algeria, Leo Robinson representing Africa in a fantastic international competition. This is definitely going to be the battle to end all battles for the 2021 FIA Karting Academy Trophy. For Singapore, Dion Gowda in pole position from Poland's Maciej Gledicz, then Alexander Bondarev and David Walter, Caleb Gafrara and Darius Babaioana, Leon Ochai and Nicolas Ambiado, from Renault Frankfurt and Yvan David, Ludwig Franzen and Ricardo Iannello, Oscar Wirtz and Leon Zelenko, Mark Dubnitsky and Noah Montero, Alexander Skelton and Augustin Bernier, from Jaakko Leitinen and Bart Harrison, Leo Robinson, Maxi Schleimer, Nicolas Roos, Salim Hadar, Nando Weisselbaumer, Luca Neuenschwander, Matti Koenig, Lucas Flusha, Federico Alrifai, Junior Kim, Stefano Cagnolo, Alberto Benitez, Saul de Colombres, Emil Gierdrum, Matti Prus and Alexandros Papathimiou. 36 drivers from all four corners of the globe. This is their last chance to get ready for the big show.
This is their last and only chance in the season to put on a show and put on a performance that they themselves will be proud with. We see an early grid up in comparison to what we've seen over the course of the day. We've seen some very late grid ups by the leaders, but it's great to see everybody getting into formation and ready to start the race.
And this is the toughest race of their weekend. 21 laps of the circuit. It is the equivalent for the drivers of 25.64 kilometers of racing. And this is the race that crowns it all. The Karting Academy Trophy champion will be decided in 21 laps. Let's do it! To the first corner and a big sweep from Maciej Gledicz as he gets into second place, tied in behind Dion Gowda. They come through the first corners into the chicane for the first time. Will everybody get through okay? There's a couple of drivers out of position as they swarm around. They've just about got through without too much drama, and as they tuck their way through the first couple of corners, it's already a cracking start at the front from Dion Gowda. Maciej Gledicz had to tuck into the second, third position as they come through in a spin in the field. That is Oscar Wirtz. Oscar Wirtz has spun it. What a shame for the Monegasque. So I'm afraid it's Oscar Wirtz out of the race. That is unfortunate indeed for the 532, and that really does ruin his weekend. It's a total shame for Oscar Wirtz. The race continues on up at the front as the field tightens its way through the S's, but out in front it is Dion Gowda battling for position. Maciej Gledicz has dropped to third, by the way. The 517 is there in P3. It's Alexander Bondarev who is battling for victory with the man in front, Dion Gowda. Fourth position as they come through. That looks to me like Caleb Gafrara. It is indeed the young man from the United States. Then it's David Walter and Yvan David. He's done it again.
What an amazing start there from Yvan David. His starts have been world class.
Oh, and a move. Bondarev getting the move on the inside. Gledicz is getting there as well. That's shunted Dion Gowda down to third position. Gafrara is able to get through into third position potentially as well. He's certainly setting up the move, but Alexander Bondarev has got through. Here comes the move from Gafrara. He drifts out wide. Is he going to be able to catch that on the exit? No. Gowda manages to get back on terms. He has a look again on the inside line, and in fifth position there, that is David Walter. Renault Frankfurt has now managed to get past Yvan David as he fights his way to come back into the championship fight, but as it stands at the moment, it's going to be Maciej Gledicz that will take the title by only a handful of points to Gowda and Bondarev, but with Bondarev getting through into the lead, that could well have changed things. So let's see what the order is as they come across the line. Who is it going to be? It's Gledicz looking for the title by 6 points to Alexander Bondarev. So Bondarev's victory will not be enough to win the title. He needs to be several places ahead of Maciej Gledicz for it to happen. So he's just got to battle and hope that the race comes to him, but he's certainly leading the way for the moment. For third, it's Gowda, Gafrara and Walter.
Yeah, Walter just made his way past Gafrara there, just missed it in the fourth corner, and that was such a shame there from Gafrara, just a little bit too optimistic, overshot his braking point, and then, well, overall lost another position there, so dropped down into fifth position right now was Caleb Gafrara, but we look at the front, there's Alexander Bondarev and Maciej Gledicz. These two will be battling it out to the last corners of the lap. I'm sure this will go very far forwards as Maciej Gledicz, if he finishes in this position right now, he is safe for the championship win. Alexander Bondarev, it doesn't really matter where he finishes right now, he'll be safe for second position as well.
But he doesn't want to be second. He wants to win the title. Here comes David Walter having a look on the inside of Gowda. And through comes Gafrara as well. And the door is still open for Renault Frankfurt. Franco is going to charge his way back into contention. Great move there, and he's not the only one. Darius Babaioana is going to get his move up the inside line. That is costly for Dion Gouda. That's going to drop him a long way down to 7th position. The next one to attack him is going to be Yvan David of Sri Lanka, then Ochai of Japan, and Ambiado of Chile. But what a sensational display it is going to be to the end of this race as the drivers continue to battle through. David on the move there as he gets through on Dion Gouda. So Yvan David into 7th position. Very close battle between the drivers as they come through on that far side. And now they come into the 3rd sector. So Dion Gouda really struggling. He's got Ochai and Ambiado for close company. Oh, Alexander Skelton's got a technical flag. That is so unfortunate. That is going to put the Latvian out of this race.
Yeah, that's such a shame there, getting a mechanical flag in the final race of the day. Why couldn't this happen earlier on in the weekend?
Oh, spin! That is a big problem. That is Renault Francote. That is Renault Francote. He's out of the kart and out of the race. That is the man who could have fought for the championship. Renault Francote is out.
That's such a shame there from Franco. Just made that mistake in the background as Yvan Davis trying to hold on to his position. Ochai on the outside as David actually loses a couple of positions there. Is he going to be able to hold on to it? No, he isn't. He's going to lose 2 positions in the meanings of doing so. No, he only loses 1. So Yvan David is able to rescue that mission there as David. That could have went very wrong there if he just put his car in the wrong position. He could have even been off, never mind just losing a couple of positions. But David...
Oh, too much wheel banging there. Up on the inside comes Ianello. He tries to get his move there on Dion Gouda. And Dion Gouda just about lets him go. Ochai is in the mix there as well, with Robinson and Dudnitsky trying to work their way forward as well. So it's all getting a little bit messy in the closing stages of this season. But certainly for Renault Francote, his dreams of winning the title have taken a massive hammer blow. They are over. I think he has managed to get going again, has he? No, he is out of the race for good now, unfortunately, Renault Francote. So that is game over for the Dutchman. He's done so much hard work this year. He was brilliant at Wackersdorf, but sadly, Renault Francote will not win the Academy Trophy. It's going to be Maciej Gledicz or Aleksander Bondarev, and if it stays like this, or even if it changes, it's going to go the way of the Polish driver, Maciej Gledicz. He just has to keep it together in front of the rest of the pack. Nando Weichselbaumer is the man who comes away with a warning flag from all of that contretemps out on the circuit. 3rd place, David Walter. 4th is Gafrara. 5th is Babiawana. And 6th is Ambiado in front of Yvan David. But all of that toing and froing really has shaken up the field and spread them out a little bit in the top 6. It's 7th and 8th place downwards where the battle is really joined. But Ludwig Fransen is making his way back up the order now. He's into 8th place in behind Yvan David. So what if these two could team up and make their way through the field? David Walter sets the fastest lap of the race. He's trying to catch up to Bondarev and Gledicz. It could be a very interesting end to the race for them, as Caleb Gafrara runs in 4th from Darius Babaioana and Yvan David chasing after Nicolas Ambiado. There is Ambiado. He was running on the 536. Yvan David doing a good job in front of Fransen.
Dion Gouda's championship is going to scraps. It's just a shame to see him falling down the order. He was up in 4th position at the start of this race. Now he's down into 6th as Walter and Gafrara have been able to get past him in the championship standings. So great driving from the both of them to be in such a high position to score such great points. But 7 laps into this race, there's still a long time to go if Bondarev wants to hold on to this win.
So it is a very tricky end to the season. Renault Francote looks like he's going to hold on to at least 3rd position in the driver's standings, which will be a good return from his efforts after the tricky nature of the racing this season. It has been very tricky, but Maciej Gledicz looks like he's going to make it a very convincing title victory. Alexander Bondarev may get his first win of the Academy Trophy and will seal 2nd in the point standings as a result of doing so. David Walter with another fastest lap of the race as he tries to catch them, though. It's not done. Caleb Gafrara in front of Darius Babaioana as they battle away. These are the 2 leaders, Bondarev and Gledicz, but look back, and David Walter of Denmark is actually catching them big style. He is reeling them in, and this could be a furious battle. David Walter has still got a mathematical chance of winning this title if things go his way. He's got to hope that he passes Bondarev and Gledicz and they fall back down the order, but we're not even at half distance in this race yet. There is still a lot of battles to come.
Yeah, things would have to go pear-shaped right now for Bondarev and Gladys if Walter wanted to win the championships, and that's the 5-4-5 off. If we look down to the bottom of the field, that's going to be Stefano Cognalo. So that's such a shame to see him off the field, and that'll be him out of the race.
And that's Solda Colombres with him. So unfortunately, the Argentine and the Mexican have ended up ending their races together. So Stefano Cognalo and Solda Colombres are off the track together. Look at how much Maciej Gladys is pushing now on Alexander Bondarev, and that's because David Walter is reeling them both in. He knows how quickly he is catching them. He doesn't want Walter to mess things up for either driver here, and he certainly could do. Walter has more experience of this circuit than the other two drivers, so he can make a challenge for it. This is going to be a thorn in the side for Bondarev and Gladys. Walter is catching, and he's doing it rapidly. It's going to be now or never, really, for Gladys. He needs to make the overtake. Let's see what he can do through the reverse chicane. They come into the right, into the left, hops over the curbs. Has he got a chance to go for it into the hairpin? No, he hasn't, but Walter is lining up an attack into turn 5. The way things are going, up and over the top of the crest, up towards the hairpin once again. And it's all stalemate from these three, but Darius Babaioana is now on the pace. He's now trying to catch up to them to get that 2.7 second deficit away. 3 drivers still at stalemate. I think Walter might make the bid for Gladys before Gladys gets the bid on Bondarev the way things are going. Bondarev trying to protect, but Gladys and Walter are still all over the back of him.
For Gladys right now, it's overtake or be overtaken as David Walter has arrived on the back of these two drivers. Alexander Bondarev just defending from both of them right now as Maciej Gladys is going to get a little bit restless right now in behind Bondarev. I'm pretty sure he was happy sitting behind the leader for the time being, but now that Walter's arrived, I'm sure he won't.
If I'm Gladys at this point and I've got foresight in the championship, I would let Walter go, because even finishing third would be enough to win the title, and you don't know what's going to happen when those two battle away for position. So it's a tricky situation for Gladys to be in, but it's all about how he deals with the pressure cooker of this situation. He wants to go for the overtake on Bondarev. He knows that Bondarev is not going to be too kind about letting him get through, but he also knows that Walter is very quick. Here goes Walter on the inside. That was sensible from Maciej. He needed to let him go. Once he was that far alongside, he can still win the title from third position. So Maciej Gladys does not need to panic. He may have lost the lead, but that's okay. He may have lost second. That's okay too. He's still got the title in his pocket if he keeps this together. He will drop to 60 points, but crucially, Bondarev will still only have 58. It's still okay for Gladys.
Well, you have to remember, Jake, these guys are racing drivers. Of course they're not going to want to lose a position. Even if they are going to win the championship, they're going to want to win it in the highest position possible. But David Walter on an absolute charge right now. He's looking to take the win of Alexander Bondarev. It won't make a difference to Bondarev in the championship, but Walter, I think the highest position he can actually get in the championship right now, if these two drivers are second and third, he can only get third.
He can indeed, but he's managed to move himself up into third place now, past the rather sadly retired Renault Franco. So now they're going to battle away together as they race for supremacy. Battle still going strong. Some good overtakes in the middle of the pack as well. It's Babiawana in front of Gafrara, but he's brought that gap down to just 2 seconds as these three now continue to battle. Salim Hana has got a warning flag. That's unfortunate for the Colombian. But is Maciej Gladys going to get his chance back on Walter again? Walter's going to make the bid in the final bend as he goes for the inside line and takes the lead from Alexander Bondarev. Excellent move from David Walter. And now the Danish driver takes the lead. But here comes Bondarev. He wants it back again. He's been shut down. And watch for Gladys. He's going to get through in a second. Great opportunistic driving from Maciej Gladys. Now Bondarev wants him back again. But David Walter taking the lead in magnificent fashion.
Gladys with nerves of steel to stick his car there in on turn 2. We've only seen, well, that was only the second overtake that we've seen there in turn 2. We saw James Wharton earlier on in the weekend, and now we have Maciej Gladys repeating that overtake there and getting himself into second position. Now he's going to chase down the leader of David Walter.
Oh.
Walter gets a warning flag. I'm guessing that's from driving down the straight when there was contact between Bondarev and Walter. They went side by side, and then we saw Walter try to squeeze Bondarev. It didn't quite work out. But who's this in 4th position? Watch out for Babiawana. Babiawana's on the back of this battle now. He's coming to pose a threat. Can he get himself in a podium position? We can only wait and see. 8 laps left.
This is excellent from Darius Babaioana. He's been chipping away at these three all the way through the race, and now we come into the third, as it were, of this race. We're on the 14th lap of 21. So now it's all going to be about how much Darius Babaioana has been able to look after the tyres. Caleb Gafrara in P5. Yvan David, by the way, has fought himself back into 6th position. If he can pick up another couple of places, he can finish this season top 5. So that is obviously going to be on his mind. But Caleb Gafrara is the man he's tying with on points, along with Dion Gouda, and they're 1 point back from Riccardo Iannello. So this is obviously a very difficult mission now for Yvan David and Caleb Gafrara. They're about to get into a great battle for 6th, 7th place. Iannello's just lost the place now to Leo Robinson. The Algerian is charging his way through the field and looking to end his title fight on a high note. But here comes Alexander Bondarev over the top of the crest with Darius Babaioana reeling him in, and he could go for the podium here, the Romanian, who is likely to finish the season in the top 10 of the points. What if he can get through into 3rd position? He's having a look at him. He doesn't want to go for it into turn 4, but he might get a chance into the hairpin.
How about this? From 5th all the way down to 8th in the championship are tied on points. Now, how often do you see that? They're all on 32 points. So any change in the standings could have a drastic effect on the championship order right now. Here's Babiawana going to look to the outside. As going defensive right now is Alexander Bondarev. Bondarev not able to do anything right now. Can Babiawana get on the inside?
Well, Babiawana is only 3 points back from that quartet of drivers on 32 points. If he gets into 3rd place, he's going to leapfrog them all and get into 5th place in the Drivers' Championship. So this is a big opportunity for Babiawana, and he knows it. He's just got to keep pushing, and that's Augustin Bernier. Augustin Bernier with a technical flag now. So problems for him. He must have damage to his car, and that is a shame because the Frenchman, who is down in 18th, is now going to end his race in the pit lane. That is unfortunate. So here comes Darius Babaioana, breathing down the neck of Alexander Bondarev, up and over the top of the crest. Bondarev started to defend. He knows that Babiawana's there. Watch for the switchback maneuver, side by side. Babiawana making his bid. Alexander Bondarev protecting the inside line. Watch for Babiawana. He can't get the switch. That was well set up there by Bondarev. Now he's going to protect the inside line, hold it through the S's. This is well delivered from Alexander Bondarev. Babiawana will need something very smart to get past the Ukraine driver in this phenomenal form.
He just can't do anything about the driver ahead right now. Bondarev on a brilliant defensive drive, just pinning it to the white line, not letting Babiawana have a look to the inside, but talking about the inside, there he is. He's on the inside, but he has to slot in behind there. Alexander Bondarev just with a good enough run to hold off Babiawana for one more lap. So they go into the second corner, and look how close they are. Nose to tail is Babiawana and Bondarev right now. They go down into fourth corner. You can see the opposite side lean there from Babiawana. That's an interesting tactic which we see from just a handful of drivers in karting, and it's to balance out the kart, especially the rear end, to try and not lose it. Jumping forwards in the kart now, Babiawana, he wants as much momentum as possible. He needs to get into 3rd position.
I have seen drivers in Gearbox do this. I've seen drivers do this in the OK category, but never have I seen anybody use the opposite lean angle approach in the Academy Trophy. And Darius Babaioana now trying every trick in the book to try and get past Alexander Bondarev. It gives him a great exit speed, actually, as he now tries to get the undercut maneuver on Alexander Bondarev out of the final turn. But everywhere he places the kart, he's already there. Oh, he's trying to sell him the dummy move into turn 1, and he might just get him set up into the chicane. No, Bondarev parks the kart exactly where Darius Babaioana doesn't want him to be. It's a great battle. Here he goes. Babiawana launches on the inside. Can he shut him down on the exit, though? Bondarev gets him straight back again. My goodness, this is a great battle for 3rd.
The question is, can Bondarev hold up this defensive form for another 4 laps, or is this going to tire him out too much? This is a race of stamina. Black flag for Bernier.
Well, he's obviously ignored the technical flag. That will be the reason. He's obviously still out on the circuit making overtakes. And unfortunately, if you ignore the technical flag for 3 consecutive laps, you will receive the black flag. So that is unfortunate, but Augustin Bernier will now have to report to the pits. So David Walter and Maciej Gledij, 1st and 2nd, battling for the title. If Walter can pick up 1 more point than Alexander Bondarev, he will be 2nd in the Drivers' Championship of the FIA Karting Academy Trophy. And for Bondarev, he is under massive pressure from Darius Babaioana. If Babiawana gets through, that's going to drop Alexander Bondarev a place, and that will give David Walter 2nd in the championship. Here goes Babiawana, and he's through! Brilliant run from the Romanian. Darius Babaioana into 3rd position. Not good news for Alexander Bondarev. Excellent news for Babiawana and Romania.
And Babiawana gets himself some breathing room as well, so Alexander Bondarev not able to respond to the claims, but he is able to now as he goes up the inside. Will he be able to hold on to it? No, he isn't. They bang wheels as Bondarev picks up a warning flag. That must have been for an earlier incident between the two drivers, but Bondarev drops down now into fourth position, but Babiawana into third. This is going to get fierce.
That was astonishing from Darius Babaioana. He reacted to that beautifully, saw that the gap was going to open up again on the far side, changed directions in lightning speed. Oh, and a spin! A spin! That is Bondarev! That is Alexander Bondarev! What has happened in the final turn? Alexander Bondarev is gone. Now, whether there was contact or not, I can't tell you. I couldn't see anything. But Alexander Bondarev has gone off the road there, and that has ruined his chances of being second in the points. That is absolutely heartbreaking for Alexander Bondarev. It will not come his way, and that means that David Walter will now be second in the championship fight if he remains in position in the lead from Bondarev, Franco, Gauda and Ianello. But my goodness me, for David Walter, this will be his greatest victory if he can just hang on in front of Maciej Gledicz and Darius Babaioana for one more lap.
Yeah, that's such a shame there for Bondarev on the penultimate lap of the race. Spins out, and that's his championship fight's over. But what a race here from Walter. Gets himself into lead, and then no trouble from now on. Maciej Gledicz looks like he'll take a comfortable P1 in the championship, but it definitely hasn't been a comfortable race.
But what an end to the season, as there is David Walter hanging on in front of Maciej Gledicz. The top two drivers in the title fight are going to be the top two drivers in the race, but they will be in reverse order. Walter is going to take the title. Walter is going to take the victory. Maciej Gledicz is going to take the title. You are looking at the top two drivers in the FIA Karting Academy Trophy this season. There is the man who's about to take the title. He'll be second in the race, but he will win the title. David Walter will get the plaudits and win at Kristianstad out of the final turn. Walter wins the race. Gledicz wins the title. Absolutely majestic from Maciej Gledicz. He wins the Academy Trophy 2021. Well done to David Walter, though. What a drive. He deserved that victory. Denmark will fly the flag on the top of the podium here at Kristianstad, but Maciej Gledicz will be the Academy Trophy champion, and joining him on the podium will be the superstar Romanian Darius Babaioana. What a drive.
What a charge through from Darius Babaioana. You can see what that means for him. He is so... Oh, no, you cannot do that.
Darius. Well, that's a very tough end to the race if that's going to go the wrong way for him. But Maciej Gledicz battling to the victory and getting an exceptional run there in the title. Absolutely phenomenal from the 517 Maciej Gledicz. He takes the congratulations from the other drivers in the fray. But what an amazing result as Maciej Gledicz finishes second, and that is enough to make him the FIA Karting Academy Trophy champion. The 12th winner of this incredible competition. Walter is first, Gledicz is second, Darius Babaioana crosses the line in third. From Leo Robinson, Yavan David, Bart Harrison and Dion Gauda, Ricardo Ianello and Leon Ochai, from Nicolas Ambiado and Caleb Gafrara, Maxi Schleimer, Leon Zelenko, Luca Neuenschwander of Brazil in front of the hometown hero Ludwig Franzen, and then it is Jaakko Leitinen and Salim Hanna, Federico Al-Rifai of Dubai, Nando Weichselbaumer in front of Noah Montero, then it is Mark Dubnitsky and Matti Koenig, and then Lucas Flusha from Junior Kim, Alexandros Papathemiou, Matti Pruz, Alberto Benitez, Nicolas Roos, and Emil Gjödrum. The retirements, Alexander Bondarev. Such a great race this season. He deserved so much more than that. Augustin Bernier, Sol de Colombres and Stefano Cagnolo. Renaud Franco, the man who won at Wackersdorf. What a shame for him. Alexander Skelton and the man who spun out on the first lap, Oscar Wirtz. Motorsport giveth and motorsport taketh away.